We are continuing our series on workers' compensation with Catherine Stone of Barbas Law. Today we're discussing working while receiving benefits. Good morning.
Hi.
Welcome back.
How are you?
So this is interesting. I think I kind of assumed if you are getting workers' compensation that maybe you weren't allowed to have another job or continue working. Do you see that a lot?
What I'm basically trying to say is, and I have this question all the time, is, well, look, I have this open case, I'm getting medical treatment, but I've found a better opportunity at a different job. Is that going to affect my work comp case?
Which I can see where people would think, yes,
it would. Of course. It doesn't.
Okay.
So you do not have to remain employed with your employer to keep your workers' comp case open. What keeps your workers' comp case open is, are you getting medical treatment from a doctor who says it's medically necessary as a result of the accident? And then from that could flow some loss in wages. That's to keep your case open. So your employment status, the only time your employment status will affect your eligibility for benefits is if the doctor gives you restrictions and your employer says they can accommodate those restrictions and you decide you don't want to go to work. Then they're not going to pay you because your employer could have been accommodating you. Or let's say you get terminated, multiple reasons why or why not you've gotten terminated. Maybe the employer can't accommodate you, they can't keep that position open, and then unfortunately they have to let you go. Your case still remains open, and depending on what your restrictions are, you may be entitled to some ongoing benefits. But again, it's not going to cut you off because you're no longer employed with them.
Do you have to report your new job no matter what, and what the...
Yes. So what happens is if you are receiving what we call temporary indemnity benefits, wage loss, they will send you a form. It's called an employee earnings report form. And that's even if you're still employed with the employer. Every month they want to see what benefits you're receiving, whether it's workers' comp, whether it's Social Security disability, whether it's employment on the side, whether it's a new job, because they will utilize that. So if you are receiving benefits, such as indemnity, lost wages, and you do go out and get another job, they will take those earnings and offset what they may owe you if those new earnings do not reach the 80% of the average weekly wage.
Oh, geez.
So the bottom line is, you can go out and get a different job, or if your employer terminates you because they can't accommodate your restrictions, don't freak out. Because your case is still open. But there are things that we need to look at, especially post-employment payroll and things like that, to determine whether or not you were entitled to maybe some benefits that weren't owed to you.
Any advice, and I don't know if you can, but as far as if someone is looking to get that second job or looking to get another job, if they've, you know, as far as what they should do or what they shouldn't do they have to make sure? I
would definitely say, you know, call and talk to one of us. We have multiple attorneys in our office that handle workers' compensation. And, you know, we're pretty good at being able to give you some advice.
Better to be safe than sorry.
Better to be safe than sorry, but I just wanted to assure everyone that, you know, now if you get terminated for cause, in other words, you've been a really, really bad employee, then they don't owe you any monies, but your medical will still stay open.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, good to know. Again, we're just scratching the surface. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for answering my questions. I know a lot of people have other questions as well. So again, you can call yourself as well. Call them at 1-800-BARBAS-LAW or go to barbaslaw.com/knowyourrights.